and welcome to this tutorial on how to use the READsquared app to do winter reading program for the Roselle Public Library District. The first thing you need to do is go download the app, and if you have an Apple product, that's from the App Store, and if you have an Android product, that's from Google Play. So the first thing you're going to do is try to find your library or school, which in this case is the Roselle Public Library District. Once you have that selected, go ahead and click Continue. And here you log in if you already made an account on the computer, but if you have not, you need to register for a new account. So we're going to register. And I would like to register myself and children. First, you need to set up the parent account, and that is the main account that the other accounts can be controlled under. So this is going to be your information so that you can manage the account for your children. We've set you up as being 19 plus years old, and you picked the PreK Reading program because that is the one that we are going to start with, because one of our sample children is a preschooler. Once you finish this section, hit Continue. And it'll take you to this screen where it's going to ask you for some more information. So name, contact information, and you get to choose a username and a password. Okay, once you've entered all of your information, which is everything that has a little red asterisk next to it, you are ready to move on. So let's click Continue. And you need to fill out information for your first child. Our first child is 3 years old, and therefore they are going to go into the PreK Reading program because they're not yet in kindergarten. And you need to fill out information for your child here, only the stuff with the asterisk. So basically their information and your email address, but you do not have to put in a username or a password because, again, we created a parent account under your name, and you can use that account to get into everybody else's account who is associated with it. And your children are associated with it because we don't actually expect for your 3-year-old to update their own books in this system. So let's go ahead and fill this out. Now that we have everything filled out, we're going to click on Continue. And we have to fill out information for our second child as well. I've filled out our child as being 8 years old and being in the Kids Cool Reads program because they don't qualify for the pre-K, they qualify for the school age program. So let's click Continue. And this screen is going to be very similar to the one for the PreK Reader. However, there are 2 extra fields. You don't actually have to put in your school name and your grade. However, we would really like that information if you're willing to give it to us. Once again, we did not include a username and password because it's not required, because you can just manage everything through the parent account. But for our elementary reader, we've added your email address. We're going to have them go to a different school. And if the school that your child attends is not on this list, just click Other. Other also works if your child is being homeschooled and what grade they are in. And then you scroll down. If you have more children that you want to add, go ahead and click Continue. Otherwise, we're going to click Done Adding Children. And see, you have a badge that you have earned for signing up for the program. And this is the main page for the winter reading program. This is your dashboard. And you can see who is signed in because the first name will be up here. This is the parent account. And if you want to change over, we need to navigate to the left here and click on the little person. And see, this opens up a menu and you have a drop-down menu here with everybody who is associated with your account. So you have your PreK reader and your elementary reader. Let's head over to PreK so that we can go through how to do that program. And see, this is the same main dashboard page. And your PreK reader also got a badge here to say that they had successfully registered for the program. If you want to scroll down, you'll see that there are several other badges that they can earn, and they're grayed out. Once they meet the conditions for that badge, they'll become colorized just like this one. But see, this is based on the number of books. And if you take a look here, there are 100 books associated with this program. Basically, the way that the PreK program works is based on the number of books read, not the number of minutes. So when we are recording for this program, we need to make sure that we keep track of the number of books that have been read. So let's figure out how to do that right now. You can go one of two places, here or here. The gray side menu here has most of the same buttons as the top here. And see, once you click on the little pencil, it will give you the option to log books or minutes. So because we are doing the PreK program and it's counted by books, we're going to click on books. From here, you can add a book title and author, but notice that there is not a little asterisk. So you do not have to fill this out if you don't want to. If you are interested in keeping track of which books that you read that you really enjoyed, this is a good place to do it. You can also add a book review from here so that you can remember what it was about the book that you liked. This is a totally optional section. What you do have to do is pick who read the book and click submit. We're not going to select the parent reader because even though you read this book to your child, you're not going to get credit for the program. So let's make sure that our PreK reader is selected and click on submit. And see, you get this little notification saying that you have earned 1 point. Because one book equals 1 point. And because there's only 100 books in this program, that means that you are 1% of the way done. You have a total of 1 point, you earned 1 point this month, and you are 1% of the way through the program. Another fun component of this program is the missions. So that's either going to be here or here. And the missions are fun activities that you can do with your child that are not reading related, but are learning related. And you see we have artists, builders, and explorers. So these are trying to integrate STEAM activities into your day-to-day and also have some fun things you can do with your kid. Note for the PreK program that each of these mission sets is worth 10 points, which means that you can do these missions instead of reading 10 books if you so choose. So let's go ahead and click on the mission. This is the little artist's mission set, and there are 5 things that you can do. For example, you can create a polar bear with dough. And if you do that, click on Complete Now. It'll confirm that you want to complete the activity, so click on that. And see, you get a little check mark. But if you look back at the front, it's 20% of the way done because you've only done one of the 5 activities. In order to complete the other 5, you need to go to the mission. And see, you're only 1% of the way through because you did not complete all 5 of the activities. So what are we earning all of these points for anyway? We are earning points so that we can spend them at the prize store. And that is this little shopping cart. So let's click on that now. Okay, this is taking you to the prize store menu. And it's telling you when the prizes will be available once you pick them out, which is 2/22/21, that week, which is the week after winter reading program ends. And from here, you can go to one of 2 places. You can either pick out prizes to buy with your points, or you can take a look and see what it is you've already bought if you have already spent some points. So let's go to the Buy Prizes section. Here we go to the prize store. You'll find out at the top how many points you have available to spend on prizes and how to get them. And the information is all going to be right here. So you can see the title and author, how many points the book costs. So this one is 50 points, and the category. So this is going to be a PreK book. So it's good for the little ones. And if you decide you want this book, just click on Buy This Prize. And then a librarian at the library will get a notification, and we can go and we can pull this book out of the back and set it aside with your name on it so we can make sure that you get the book that you requested. And we're going to X out of this. Let's head back over to the dashboard. All right, and from here, let's go over to the little person, and we're going to change to look at the kids program. Our elementary reader also has this congratulations button because they successfully signed up for the program. But if you scroll down and look at the badges that they can earn once they have met the conditions, you'll see that they're slightly different than the pre-K program. And the reason for that is because the program for the older kids, we calculate based on minutes, not based on number of books. So your child needs to read 3 hours of any combination of books in order to get to here. So let's go log some books for them. We're going to log minutes. And we read for an hour and a half, so let's put in 90 minutes. And again, you can add book title, author, and review if you want, but if not, that's okay. And we're going to make sure elementary reader is selected right here, and we're going to hit submit. And see, they have earned 90 points because it's 1 point per minute. And you'll see there's a total of 90 points. The month total is also 90 points, and they are 17% of the way through the program. Let's see what it looks like when you get a badge. So we're going to actually add another 90 minutes worth of reading in here. Now you get 2 notices. They say that you've added the 90 points and you get your first 3-hour badge. And it says what you did to get it and what you have earned. You've earned all of the 3-hour prizes, which is a pencil, a bookmark, stickers, and coupons for local businesses. And you have enough points that you can buy books in the store. And see, this is the badge that you have earned most recently, so it's going to be on the top. Let's head over to the missions. And the missions here are set up slightly differently than in the pre-K program. And the reason for that is because these missions are completely for fun and are not counting toward the point total for the program. If you see, there's not a little indication here saying that this is worth points. And that's because this is completely optional. This is just a bunch of fun stuff that you might enjoy doing with your child. For example, there's a hot chocolate badge. Let's go to that mission. It's literally make hot chocolate. That sounds delicious. So I'm going to hit complete now. And we are going to complete our making hot chocolate mission, and we're going to get a badge. And if you head out, you'll see on the main missions page that there is one colorized mission that's been completed, and it's at 100%. And if you head back to the main program, on this main page, you've achieved a hot chocolate mission, and it's going to pop up on top. From here, let's head back over to the prize store, which is going to look exactly the same as the prize store in the previous program. See, you get the same note. You can buy prizes or look at the prizes that you've already gotten. And because it's all the same prize store, the only difference is going to be the number of points that you have available to spend on the prizes. And if you want, you could pick these smaller level books. But if your child is a slightly more advanced reader, like our 8-year-old is, you might want to scroll down, because once you scroll down, you will find some books that are a little bit higher level. For example, this is a joke book. This is the series of unfortunate events books. These are chapter books, and they cost 60 points. But because you have 180 points, that means that your child can pick out 3 books with those points. So let's scroll back up to the top. Because of the point system for the elementary program, your child earns 1 point per minute. And the chapter books are all going to be 60 points. So for every hour that your child reads, up to 9 hours, because that's how long the program is, they can pick out a book, and they can keep that book forever. So we have a bunch of cool books that are in the prize store for all ages. And that is how you use the READsquared app to log your books for the winter reading program at Roselle Public Library District. If you have any questions or concerns, give us a call at the phone number that is in the slide that follows this video, or send us an email to the address that is also in that slide. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this tutorial, and have a fantastic winter.